Hello soulmates, and welcome back to the class. In today's video we'll be learning how to pad a princess dart bustier. On my previous video we learned how to draft and cut a princess dart bustier, right? So on this part I'm going to be teaching you how you can be able to pad it very well. So if you have not watched that video, please go and watch it so that you can be able to understand this one. So if this is what you're interested in learning, let's dive into the video. Please watch to the end, okay? So this is a pattern paper that we use to draft the princess dart blouse, right? So now let's go ahead and label the lines, okay? Please, before doing this, make sure that you have already used this pattern to cut out your material, okay? So that's just it. So here I have the chest line. I have the chest line here, the under bust, the bust point, and then the half length here. So I'm going to come up from that chest line with 1 inch, okay? I'm going to go up from that chest line with 1 inch. Please watch closely so that you can be able to understand me very well. So, and I'm going to connect it to the bust point here. So I'm going to make use of my curve rule. If you don't have a curve, you can also use your free hand to sketch it, okay? So I'm going to connect it down to the bust point like this, okay? So, and after that, I'm going to be cutting out, okay? I'll cut out from that under bust line, then I'm going to cut out this line. So here I have the breast cup, or the breast, what would I call it? So this is the side of it, and let me just go ahead and label it as well so that we can be able to understand very well. This is the chest line, the bust point, the under bust, and from this part I'm going to come in with 3 inches, or you can come in with 2.75 inches, okay? Or if you want to go up from that chest line, you can also use like 1.75 and go up, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure out the distance between these 2 points and then divide it into 2, okay? Just place your tape at the top of it and fold your tape just for you to be able to get the midpoint, okay? And then the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out my curve rule. I'm going to connect from that under bust line to that line, that point that I just made now, okay? And then I'm going to connect from this part to the upper side. So this is what I have. So now I'm going to go ahead now and cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. You can see the 2 pieces here. So I'm going to use it now and cut out the breast pad, right? So I'm going to use these pieces now to cut out the breast pad. So this is the breast pad that I'll be using. This is foam, a foam breast pad. So I'm going to fold it, and then I'm going to place one on top of it like this. This is the center part, Abby. So I'm going to place it at the top of it like this, and I'm going to cut out. Please, the mistake I made here is that I cut exactly the same thing with this paper. If you are cutting your own, please make sure you bring out sewing allowance of about half an inch space, okay? So that by the time you are joining it on your fabric, there won't be no complications, okay? So go ahead and cut out. And after cutting this part out, I'm also going to cut out the second piece, okay? Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit on that subscribe button. Also, do not forget to turn your bell notification on so that whenever we post a video, you get notified, okay? Please, if you have not given my video a thumbs up, please always do give our video a thumbs up, share the video so that more people can be able to watch, okay? So that's just it. Let's keep on watching. So now I'm done cutting it out, and I'm going to notch out this place. so that I'll be able to know where to join when I'm joining. So I'm going to bring out the fabric. This is the mirror face, the shiny face, and I'm going to place the lace at the top of it. Make sure that the wrong side of the lace is facing the right side of the mirror face. So I'm going to flip it over like this so that I can be able to join the breast part, right? So now I'm going to bring out the breast pad and I'm going to place it. While placing it, please make sure that the breast part starts from the under bust line. Okay, make sure that it's sitting right at the under bust line. Then I'm going to move over to my sewing machine to make a stitch around it like this. So this is the side piece. I'm going to first of all place the breast pad at the top of it like this. Make sure that it starts from the under bust. Okay, so I'm going to pin it down, and after pinning it down, I'm going to flip it over so that I can be able to add the lace. Okay, place the lace at the top of it just as you can see me doing, and then I'm going to move over to my sewing machine to make a stitch right here. Okay, the only place I'm not going to sew is the downside. So I'm done sewing it, and this is what I have. Okay, this is just to hold the fabric and the pad, breast pad together, right? Okay, so and I also repeat the same thing on the center parts, so you can see it, right? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start joining them. Okay, so I'm going to bring the side of it and I'm going to place it. Make sure that the right side is facing the right side of the center part. Okay, so I'm going to place it like this. Okay, and then make sure that the under bust line is together. Make sure that they are equal. So I'm going to move over to my sewing machine now to make a stitch right here, and when I get to this place, I'm going to be turning it so that it will be even with that side because it's not that straight. So when I'm done sewing it, this is what I have. Okay, you can see it's very fine and beautiful, and the cup is given, the breast pad is given. You can see it's very standing very well. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to turn it up and notch. Okay, so I'm trying to show you guys what we have here. You can see the breast cup, the breast pad is given. It's beautiful, right? Okay, so flip it over and then give it a notch it very well. While notching it, please be careful so that you don't get to cut on the sewing thread. Okay, so I'm done notching, and this is what we have here. Okay, so you can see it's very fine and beautiful. So now if you watch very well, you're going to notice that I stopped halfway here. That is because I want that lace mouth to be showing. Okay, but if you don't want the lace mouth of your own, or if you are not sewing this with a lace, you can also go ahead and sew to the end. Okay, so now I'm going to separate the lace from the mirror face and I'm going to sew it differently. Okay, so after sewing it, this is what I have and this is what I meant. Okay, so you can see it's very fine and beautiful. Okay, so here I have the lining parts, which I also cut at the same thing when I was cutting the lace and the mirror face. So, and I've already gone ahead to sew it, so I'm going to give it a notch, and after notching it, remember it's the same length with the lace, but I'm going to fold it together like this so that I can be able to short about 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to mark 1.5 inches and I'm going to cut it out from the downside. So after cutting it out, so I'm going to join it together with the main fabric. So I'm going to place the lace, make sure that the right side is facing up and the right side of the lining is facing down. Okay, that means the right side of the lining should be facing the right side of the lace. Okay, and I'm going to pin down. If you're pinning down, please remove the net, the lace, pin just the mirror face and the lining. Okay, so and after you are done pinning down, I'm going to also come up to the neckline and I'm going to pin it also. So I'll move out my sewing machine to sew all this part that I just pinned down, and I'm also going to sew the side. Okay, I will first of all sew the downside, the neck, and then the side, the two side. Okay, so after sewing it, this is what I have. I've already gone ahead to turn it over, and I also went ahead to top stitch on it. So you can see what we have here is very fine and it's still beautiful and very neat. Okay, so after that we are done. So that's just it. This is just the parts that I'll be showing you guys on this particular video. So if you want to know how to sew a princess dart madam blouse, you can just leave a comment down the comment section. Please do not forget to like this video, share the video so that more people can be able to see it. Okay, and also leave a nice comment down the comment section. If you have any question, you can also leave it down the comment section. I promise I'm going to attend to them all. So can you see this beautiful piece that we have here? You can see it's very neat and perfect. Okay, so thank you all so very much for watching to the end. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I promise I'm going to see you all on my next one. Bye bye.